meeting with Mike and being able to have a jam session was awesome. My dream in life is to be able to create music and be able to have people to listen to a line and say, wow, like I've been there. The driving force behind.
Wow.
Yeah, that is Frankie Price, one of 5 lucky young and local musicians who got to have a jam session with Pearl Jam's Mike McCready. They came up with that song together, and now Frankie's live with us here on Take 5. Thank you so much for coming by.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, there's a lot that had to go into this, but how were you that chosen one?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure a lot of people pay good money to get what you just received.
Yeah, I would say. I think it's just Treehouse knowing that I'm somebody who has a lot to offer as far as musically, and that this was an opportunity that could propel me and put me in a spot to where I can advocate for how awesome they are and also put my talent up front.
Wow.
Yeah. So what was it like being in the room? I mean, take us in the room. What was that like?
Yeah, the atmosphere was awesome. I mean, walking into this big warehouse studio, I normally record at home, so having the real studio experience was awesome. And seeing Mike McCready in his element, a professional musician, loving what he was doing and creating, inspired me so much more greatly.
You know, you would have never had this opportunity if it wasn't for being a part of Treehouse. For a lot of folks who don't know what they do, how did you get involved?
Yeah, so Treehouse is an organization that helps youth in foster care exceed in school or just exceed in life. They have a ton of different opportunities like education specialists. They have a clothing warehouse where students can go and get free clothing. And so I was in foster care for a couple years and got connected with them, and that was all she wrote.
Wow.
Do you have any advice for people who grew up in foster care, who are in foster care, or even those who are interested in maybe being involved in some other way?
Yeah. I would say youth who are in foster care should totally know that this isn't the end of their life. It's only the beginning, and if they can make it through this type of problem in their life, they'll be able to make it through anything else that life throws their way.
So how old are you now?
I'm 21.
You're 21 now, so you've had this whole childhood experience, probably definitely up and down. You've got this great suggestions for kids who may be going through the same situation. What happens now? I mean, where does your life, you've already done something super amazing, so where do you think your talents are going to go from this point forward?
Yeah, I am super looking forward to becoming a public speaker and continuing to be an advocate for Treehouse and for youth in foster care. At the same time, while using my music as a way to speak and reach out and let people know that they're not alone, and my music is the way that I can do that.
Yeah, public speaker, you nailed this interview.
Thank you.
Absolutely. The song, what's the name of the song? Like, is there a way to check it out?
Yeah, so the name of the song is Try So Hard, and it's going to be actually released later this year, but you can hear it through the video. If you go to treehouseforkids.org, you'll be able to find the video, or if you go onto YouTube, type in Treehouse and Mike McCready, you should be able to find the video and watch it and hear the song there for now.
Dude, that's so cool. Do you have Mike's text number? Do you have his phone number in your phone?
I should.
Let's just text him right now.
should.
A little selfie like, hey. Dude, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Yeah,
This is so great. You're an inspiration to new kids as well, so thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Good luck. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, now we're sending it over to Chris and Michelle. What do you guys got?
Hey, real quick, we have a text. It says Spokane loves Frankie. So that's cool.
Frankie, your fans are checking
Yeah,
in.
watching from the app. Pretty
Other
cool.
side of the mountains. Well, you know what? Today is a big day in some circles. It's 4/20. That's the date. By now, you know that pot, aka marijuana, legal in Washington, but driving impaired, of course, is not.
Yeah, so that is why the city of Seattle and Lyft are actually coming together for the very first time, like never before, to make sure that everyone stays safe today. Ready? Go up. Wow! I mean, it's a fun event, but it's serious.
There's so many crashes every year because of impaired driving. So this is like a fun way to get the word out that it's not safe to drive drunk or high and take a lift. Like if you're gonna go somewhere, take a lift there, you know, then get high and take a lift back.
Should we trust you with fire?
Nope.
By the way,
That
so
looked-
we made a truffle mac and cheese with like brown sugar bacon
stop,
and
stop.
all this stuff. We did not win.
Sounds so good, though. Are you serious?
You did
I'm not
win.
going to tell you who won. It was a competitor.
Well, there is a way
But
to hack the
sounds
system. You should have just dumped out a bag of Funyuns.
Well, no,
Totally
we
the
had
internet.
Funyuns on the thing.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
that's okay.
Well, our big question today was,
Yeah.
what are you doing? What steps have you taken to make the Earth better?
How are you saving the Earth? Because Earth
Saving
Day
your-
is this
yeah, how are you-
weekend.
I like totally fumbled that question, but you guys didn't fumble your answers because you've been
Yeah.
texting us, and one of them, this is from Marcia. She said not just on Earth Day, she says that she takes a bag and gloves to the beach and she picks up trash whenever she goes. She's like, let's keep our beaches clean. So thank you, Marcia, for sharing that.
We got one from up north here. I work at Western, the university in Bellingham. I started a program, Soap for Hope, collects existing student cleaning, laundering, feminine hygiene, plus a lot more. And then they donate to local nonprofits. So cool stuff happening up there as well. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, thank
Love
you.
it.
Speaking of the bag thing, I think we have a segment coming up a little bit later of something very similar, so you want to stick around to watch that. There's a little comedy involved. So
Foreshadowing
yeah.
there.
That's
All right.
coming up.
Can I
Hey.
butt in with a little gift, though? Real quick?
Yeah,
Always
sure.
do
Okay.
it.
So
was wondering what
this
this
is a gift.
was.
It's a gift. It's not a contest. I want to make it real clear because I don't want to get in trouble for it. But this was gifted to us, and I think we should gift it to our folks at
Not
home.
to be
What do you
confused with a
think?
re-gift.
It's not. Oh
Right.
yeah.
This
It
is not a
We've
re-gift.
never used any of this stuff, so
It's all new.
But this came from NBC today, and it's an Earth Day kit. So can you
Stuff's pretty cool in here.
Love
go
that.
through that, Jordan?
Oh, it
maybe?
smells good too. What's
Well,
in there?
I don't
So-
want to mess in it, but
Well, I was thinking maybe if we gift it to someone who sends us a text with a picture on how they help save the Earth, then by the end of the newscast, or I shouldn't say newscast, by the end of the show, gosh, I'm gonna
Okay.
get untrained.
That's coming up after we're
retrained.
done. Don't worry.
Then maybe we can pick a person to give this to.
Cool.
And what are some things in there? Is it
Garden in a can. Take a look at that.
stainless steel?
It smells really good.
reusable
Is this
contents
a-
here.
Ooh, this
Glass
is a really
reusable cup?
All stuff made the right way, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
made
cool.
the right way.
All right, we got a little giveaway.
Absolutely.
We will re-gift it.
All right. Well, hey, remember this? This is funny. Yeah, remember the little mistake that WashDOT made earlier this week?
Yeah.
A reader board on I-5 accidentally read, "You suck." Yeah, remember that? Ruslan Kozlov caught the sign on his dash cam Tuesday, shared the picture on Reddit. WashDOT apologized to anyone who was offended. They said it was, quote, due to a training error and clearly a mistake, end quote. They also said they're making sure it doesn't happen again. Despite the apology, the mistake is not sitting well with everyone. Republican Senator Linda Wilson from Vancouver, Washington, is now asking the Department of Transportation to explain how the phrase, "you suck," came to be used in an official department training program. She also wants to know if any disciplinary actions will be taken. So the question is, what do you think? WashDOT's apology, was that enough, or do you agree with the senator? I think it's pretty easy to decode what happened here.
Can you please decode for
I
us?
think this happens in just about every workplace every day, and somebody got caught accidentally hitting publish, and oops.
I just think it's funny that a senator has taken it to like the next level. Like,
Yeah,
no,
we're gonna
no.
get CSI on this.
I think this answer that you said that it was a training exercise mistake's not good enough. We want more. So actually, both sides are pretty comical with this.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear what the real answer is. Though, but
Certainly.
obviously, that could be it.
yeah, absolutely.
Something interesting to talk about, for sure.
Okay, so now I think we want to go over to Steph in the studio. What's up, Steph?
Hey guys!
Hey.
So I'm back here in the booth. I'm keeping track of the show, and part of my job is to kind of decide what stories make it into the show. And so the reporters come up, they kind of pitch me with some ideas. And earlier today, Drew Mickelson said, "If you put me in your show, I'll have some animals." So I'm going to toss out live to Drew Mickelson right now. And Drew, did you deliver?
Bring it, Drew.
Stephanie, we've worked long enough. You know I'm never going to leave you astray. Speaking of astray, this is not a stray. This is Lovely Ole. He is the two-time returning champion for the Washington State Spring Fair Dock Dog Championship. He just jumped 27 feet. We'll tell you what else we can do at the fair this weekend coming up.
Give it up for Hunter.
Look at him.